Hey, 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 it's Kathy Dryden for Monday Live. Every Monday I go live at 5:33. It might be 5:34. But don't forget to comment. So on Monday Lives, I always pick a winner. And in the caption is last week's winner. So you have the whole week if you missed the live not replay, the live video when I'm actually on here. You have the whole week to scroll and comment and do all the things to get your name into the drawing. So tonight's winner from last week is Carrie Davidson. So Carrie, you'll be getting a fun little Happy Mail package from me in the mail. Some of you have already gotten your Happy Mail, so make sure that you post pictures of what you got in your Happy Mail. I'm shipping out some pretty cool stuff, and some new stuff is starting to come in that I can also send to my Monday Live person. I'm hoping that I am in Kicking Back and not in another group. Hang on, I got a couple groups happening. So as you hop on, there's a question in the caption. Here I am. Okay. Sometimes I cannot see who is commenting, so I'm trying a new thing, having something over here and you guys there. So as you're hopping on, comment, what is your favorite treat for this season? Like there's sweet treats for summer, like banana pudding and strawberry shortcake, but what is your fall sweet treat that's your favorite? Okay. The other question, now I can't remember what it was, that is up in the caption is sweet treat and, hang on, it says see more. Oh, your favorite product that you've used a cajillion times every week, okay? So we always have those go-to items that we always pull out, no matter what we're doing. It could be a spatula, it could be the apple wedger, it could be the garlic press. Like, what is it you use that when I say Pampered Chef, you go, oh, I got this and I love it? Because sometimes I find you guys use products different ways or a lot more than maybe I've pulled out, and I like to hear ideas of what's your favorite thing, okay? So it is dessert day. I posted about an hour ago about your favorite dessert, and if you got a bonus point if you had the recipe for us, but it is the day of desserts. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some sweet treats for fall. So we're gonna do something really healthy, and then we're gonna go rogue and do something not so healthy. But I want to share with you two new dessert mixes that we just had added. So we've had caramel apple, and then there's now peppermint. So I haven't opened and used these yet, but I'm just curious, which is your favorite that you think you would use the most, peppermint or caramel apple? And the reason I'm asking is these can be made into dips. They can be made into pies. There's a fun recipe I'm going to try with this one that's caramel apple flavored popcorn, and you use corn syrup and some of the seasoning from here, and I can't wait because it's a good snack. Popcorn's always a fun snack to have. So comment which one, peppermint or caramel apple, that you think you and your family would use the most. Don't forget, you want to comment because that gets your name into the drawing for next week's winner. And I'm always trying to see who's here, who's saying hello. And I can never see the comments till after. So I'll hop back on afterwards, after we eat, and then tootle around through the comments and see who's here and excited. Because I know I'm excited. And I know I have some excited people in here that are watching. All right. So here's the start. We're going to do a tip. Now, to me, a fun snack, especially with kiddos after school, apples, right? So I'm going to show you, I'm using both kinds of apples, a fun tip to keep it from browning, because once you cut that apple, it's hard to keep it from not browning and have it in the lunchbox for the next day. So one tip is you can use the apple core and you poke a hole in it, and you can put peanut butter in there. Some people will take, once they core it with this, they will take it and then do a rubber band around it once they put the peanut butter in there. So when their kiddos open it, they can just take the peanut butter and the slices and eat it. And maybe it's wrapped in saran wrap. I don't think tinfoil is a good option, but that's a trick. but my trick actually worked for, I'm gonna prep these 2 different ways. So I am gonna use the apple core that we have, and this is fun for coring zucchini, cucumbers, if you're trying not to do that. Now I opened 2 of my apples that have been sitting here waiting, and they were brown inside, so I'm like, well, that's not really gonna work. Okay, that one's good. So the trick for not browning that I'm gonna use is you're gonna take water, and the trick is you put 1 teaspoon of salt for every apple. So if you have 3 apples, you will do 3 teaspoons, okay? Now, you're gonna go, Kathy, that sounds like it might actually be salty, but at the end, you're gonna drain it and rinse it. I'm using our veggie wedger just to show you how cute it is. If you're a soccer parent or a parent that has to do snacks, we always had to do orange slices. This would have been amazing to have around, but since I'm oldish, then we didn't have that. I had to do it by hand. So I am gonna make them a little smaller so they're not so thick. And then I'll use the traditional apple, but I'm gonna put it in this water that has salt already in it. And I used my little whisk to make sure the salt was dissolved in the water. But you guys, I made the apples. We had a Goodie Table Day, I think it was last week or even the week before. I made my apples the night before. I sliced them, I put them in this salt mixture, water salt mixture. Then I rinsed them and put them in my trays to serve. They were good, you guys, until the next day, until about the end of the day. So we finished about 2 o'clock. They were good. They were white, they were cute, they were crunchy, they were all the things. What I am gonna do is show, I'm gonna leave 1 apple slice out so you can kind of see. This is like a science experiment. So if you are a teacher or science guru, then this is gonna be, and again, I'm just putting it in my water. You guys know I always make a mess. And teaspoon of salt per apple, okay? So we're gonna leave this one, we're gonna cut this one up, put it in there. So apple slices are fun, but I'm gonna show you a great dip that was super easy to make. You can make it tonight if you have all the ingredients. But something with apples, you wanna be healthy, but it's kind of fun to have a sweet dip too. Okay. This one's gonna stay out. So it's gonna sit here. While my other ones, I'm just making sure they're pushed down into the water with salt. But I wanted to compare how this is gonna be. Now it needs to sit for 5 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the dip, which is gonna take, guess what? 5 minutes to make. And it is, we'll see how this little guy goes. I'm gonna slide it over here. Oh wait, I forgot to do this way. So this is the other thing. You guys know how this works, right? So with any of our wedgers, this is the veggie wedger. So you can do potato chunks, you can do onion chunks, you can do lemons, limes, oranges, wedges. I'm trying to think what else you could do. Kiwi maybe. It's really good with hard fruits, okay, or hard vegetables. But it doesn't core, so that's why I whipped out the apple core. And if you have our old one, they revamped it, and now you can pull it apart and the apple comes out, the core comes out very easily. All dishwashers safe, because I know that's a big deal for a lot of you guys. This guy would core and do everything. So anything with our wedgers, hang on. I'm just gonna do it. Then I'll have apples for lunch tomorrow. And I know you're thinking, it's not gonna work, Kathy. Apples don't stay white and crispy. Yeah, they do with this trick. They really do. And if you're on here from school, you can totally be one of our, hang on, this is like moving around. So I'm just gonna put on my table, on my countertop. So yes, I need new kitchen countertops. We need to do. So the trick is, I'm doing it at an angle, is you wiggle it and wedge it. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. This is really amazing. It's just hard to get down. Oh, how is everybody doing? Any comments yet? So these are thinner enough that I'm just gonna throw them in the water, okay? But both these tools are perfect, and I'm dying to see what your tools are that you like to use all the time. Now, I will say, I did it kind of at an angle, so see the seed. So I learned this trick from Rachel Raid. You guys remember her? She used to be so perky. Now I don't feel like she's as perky now, but when she did her 30-minute meals, you guys, I would watch her like crazy. I loved everything she had to do or say, and I learned actually so much from her. just from her show. Does anybody have a cooking show they love to watch or they used to watch that's maybe not around anymore? She was my go-to. Now I don't really watch her that much though. Okay, now let's do, I'm just starting from the sink. Now we're gonna do, because everything I've used so far is dishwasher safe. So I had a show a couple weeks ago, and every time they had drinks, and every time I said something was dishwasher safe, they would all take a drink. Do you guys remember me talking about that? So fun. And so every time I say dishwasher safe, I think about that group. So here is, oh, I meant to show you the salt and the teaspoon per apple. I'll show you what I'm going to do at the end so they don't taste salty when you're putting them on your board. So this is our new charcuterie board. Isn't it gorgeous? The wood is going to be different for every single person. So yours may not look exactly like mine, but whatever it looks like, it's going to be gorgeous. This piece actually comes out, so you could use 3 different things: meats, cheese, something, something. And then it has this piece that comes out. So a lot of times what I'll do, like I think I did a taco bar. So I put salsa and sour cream, and then I did lettuce and tomatoes and maybe chopped tomatoes and onions. I can't remember what I had over here, cilantro, something like that. But you can set up as a bar. I did a baked potato bar with it, but I typically will just have it sitting on the other side. But you can also, if you're big into the meat and cheese boards, and they're fun dessert boards you can do too. So for instance, you could do, I'm going to show you kind of a board tonight. Let's see if I'm missing anything. You guys having a good Monday? Oh my gosh. Oh, Sheree. Hey, Pioneer Woman. Don't you love her? I just want her. She has a home, and then she has her, what is it called? My son and daughter-in-law, he was stationed in Oklahoma, and we went to go visit. We had to come back early, but they lived probably 2 hours away from her. And so they got to go to the Mercantile and go to her ranch where she cooks and does her show. And my son actually got to take a picture behind her big island. How cool is that? I will tell you, I was quite sad that I missed that part, but I'm going to have to go to Oklahoma again to go see her, but she wasn't there. It was open because it wasn't a busy season for them. So what we're going to do is the apples are going to go here, but my dip is going to go here. So you can do 2 small dips, or you can make this whole thing the same thing and just have 2 sides of it. So easy. 3 ingredients. Are you ready? Cream cheese, softened, or if you don't have time for all that and you have whipped cream cheese, that's what I'm using. Okay, so that's ingredient number 1. Can you send me the online link to order stuff? For sure, totally can. All right, so cream cheese, that's the bottom layer. I'm making both these for that. So I'm making 2. Now, you can make this a big thing, and that's kind of what I did for my school goodie table day. Sure, you remember the goodie table days? We had one that was all apple themed. It was so good. I did not win, but believe it or not, Coach Bravo's baked beans with apples was the winner. And she said her trick was, because everybody did sweet stuff, which we all did, she did a savory, and it smelled amazing. So you're just going to spread this on the bottom layer. So far, so easy, right? Okay. This is exhausting. You're going to see. All right, here we go. I really want more of this. It was so good. And the apples with it are even better. But you could do pretzel dips in this. You can do, what do you call it? This is for us, so that's what I'm doing. It's way younger. Okay, so you could do pretzels. You could do graham crackers, Nilla wafers, ginger snap. You can do, can you tell I'm hungry? I can think of a million things that you could put in here. So that's layer 1. Layer 2, now I had homemade caramel that I did in the blender a couple weeks ago, but somebody ate it all on ice cream bowls like every night during the hurricane. So we don't have any more homemade. And I will tell you, it wasn't Wayne. It was probably me. Could be why I'm like 10 more pounds. Have you heard of freshman 15? There's such thing as a hurricane 15, I believe, because anytime I'm stressed out, I'm like eating. All right, so you can do this kind of caramel too, but if you make homemade, that works too. This is it, you guys. Are you ready? Drizzle. Drizzle. I'm exhausted. This is exhausting. This amazing dip. Last thing. Now you can just do nuts. You could do cashews, peanuts, crushed, whatever you want. We're going big time. You could do crunched up Kit Kat bars, but I'm doing Heath. And this is the original recipe because it's so intense. And you guys, that's my dip. That is it. I'm done. And I really thought this was going to win, but it did not because the baked beans won. But, all right. So, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to drain this. It's been soaking in water with a little bit of salt, a teaspoon for each apple. And then you want to rinse it. So, hang tight. Let me do this over here. Okay. Rinse, rinse, rinse. What are you guys having for dinner tonight? What are you guys having for dinner? We were supposed to have pot roast. You know how I plan ahead and do all the things. I came home. It was a planning day, so I came home later than expected. I thought I'd be home about 12 to put it in the slow cooker for about 4 to 6 hours. And I did come home, but then I didn't do that. I forgot. So about 3 o'clock, Wayne goes, "What are we going to have for dinner?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I think we're going to have egg sandwiches. We're definitely having apples and apple dip." But do you ever have that? You have a plan, you're ready to go, and then either you're not in the mood for that, or there's a switch, right? That happens all the time. So the pot roast is thawed, ready to go. It'll be probably on Find Your Own Dinner Night. I'll be nice and I'll use it. Okay, so then you just decorate with your apples. I'm not going to make you sit here and do this the whole time. But when you do the red, green, it's really pretty. Or you can do a row of red, a row of green, or all red, all green. You pick, okay? So this, I'll take a picture so you don't have to sit here and watch me do this because I want to make it pretty. Normally this is what I would do, but because you're here, I would just do this. That's what I would do, okay? This is the one I cut open, and do you see when I cut it, it had been too long on our little apple thing, so I'm going to cut around that, but it won't be pretty. All right, so sweet treat dessert number 1 is done. How fun is that? I'm going to stick it over here. And next, all right, is anybody commenting? Where are my people? Oh, yay, okay. Oh, pancetta shrimp, yumsters. Okay, all right. So, you guys, I did a poll Monday. I don't know when I did it. It all the days are a blur right now. I did a poll that asked, what hot chocolate mix do you want me to use? And now that it's 90 degrees outside, I'm so glad I decided to do this tonight because I'm already hot. But we're going to do it. I promised I would do it. So I have my cup. Okay, consultants, we earned this 1 month. So each month we get to earn products. This month we're earning the new stainless steel nonstick pot. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So this isn't a Pampered Chef. It says Pampered Chef, but it's consultant only right now. This though, the milk frother, foam maker, I don't know what it is. I call it magical. And so what this does is it does foam. So if you're a fancy coffee drinker, you need this in your life. And we have syrups. We have limoncello, cherry almond. There's one more, brown sugar. And so some people are mixing their syrup in here with whipping cream, and it makes whipped cream. Some people are doing half and half, or milk, or whole milk, or almond milk. It does all the things. And this is what you do. So I'm going to put about 3/4 of a cup. There is a fill line in here. Okay. And then, oh, wrong lid. I'm going to add the mix. And you guys voted for sea salted caramel. Very excited. So this is the box I've been raving about. I talked about it on my show Saturday night. Talked about it on here. Still talking about it. And it's just a fun gift, you guys. So it has gingerbread. Thank goodness you didn't vote for that. I would probably put this like on ice cream or, you know, on top of something. Milk chocolate, which is your traditional. And it has chocolate cherry. I was like, oh, come on. And then it has the marshmallow mix. You can actually get this separate if you don't want the whole kit and caboodle. But you guys voted. I'm so excited for sea salt caramel. So I love everything sea salt caramel. So I'm so glad it was winning. And it was actually not even close. It was, yeah, I'm so excited. So we're going to open it up. First time using. And I have a friend, she has done all of them. And her family likes, I think, the cherry one the most. Or the traditional chocolate. Alrighty. So it does have sprinkle stuff on it too. Let me read. Hang on. You guys know how I have to read with my glasses. And I'm using high school glasses, so it's not really helpful. So it says, combine 3/4 1 cup of hot milk or milk alternative with 1 tablespoon and mix and stir. So did you just see me pour milk? It's not hot. So the frother does foam. So if you do those fancy coffee things, it is going to do, and I don't want it to start yet, so I'm going to take it off here, but it has high foam, low foam, warm milk. That's what we're going to use. And then cold foam is what I used all summer to make frosted lemonades. And it makes a cold frothy foam that you can put in cold drinks or like iced tea, or if you like, what would you put it on? I don't even know. Okay, so 1 tablespoon of sea salt caramel is going to go in here. So on the warm milk setting, it is going to warm the milk. And it doesn't take long. That's the best part. Some people are like, gosh, how long is it going to take? If I were to go on the stovetop and do this, I would still be waiting, or I would scald it maybe. So what you do is you push the button. Is it on? Hang on. See how it's red? So I make it go 1 to the warm milk. So that button, see if I go to cold, it's going to go there, but I don't want that. I want warm milk, and then you push go. You push go. Is it plugged in? Oh, I turned it off. Hang on. See, anyone can do this job. Anyone. Okay, so now I'm going to, no, I don't want cold. Oh, it's going. You know what? It's so quiet. I didn't even know it's going. So I'm going to show you here so you can get off my red cherry face. Here we go. What it's doing. And, nope, that's still me. Okay. Do you see? I think it won't stop. I'm hoping it doesn't stop. It's spinning, it's warming, it's doing all the things. I may have should have mixed it up, but it's making warm hot cocoa. Hot cocoa! So fun way that you can use this. You probably didn't even know. So I love it too with the high foam. You can also do whipping cream, and it will make whipped cream in here that's a lot thicker that you can use all different ways. The low foam I like too. I feel like I kind of want to mix that powder in a little better. It's spinning and spinning. Okay, I feel better. There was like a clump of stuff there. But the fun thing is when it's done, it just stops spinning and it's ready for you just to enjoy. When you do this and you do coffee, or I'm sorry, foam or hot cocoa, you put it in here, then you refill it to do your whipping cream or your foam. How cool is that? Right now, hot cocoa does not sound very appetizing, but I'm taking one for the team because, you know, it's you guys. The one thing too I thought about is you could do the cold foam or the high foam and then drizzle caramel across, because it would be whipping cream you would be putting in there and then drizzle on there, or you could use crushed cookies. Can you tell I'm trying to it's almost there. Oh my gosh, it's so warm. It's so hot in here. All right, so don't forget to comment. I'm going to hop off when this is done, but I want to show you when I pour it in here how yummy it is. Don't forget to comment what is your favorite fall sweet treat, and what is your all-time favorite product from Pampered Chef that you pull out all the time and use for everything. I know we all have quite a few of those, but what's your top thing you think of? And then favorite mix. You got a lot of questions, but here's my reasoning. I want you to answer them so you get your name in the drawing. Okay, caramel apple dessert mix or peppermint dessert mix. One of those is going to sound better than the other. Hopefully they will both sound good, but I know there'll be one that you're like, oh, that sounds really good. Did it stop? It's still going. It's so quiet. Typically a milk frother, a foam maker, it just seems louder. And this one, I can't even tell when it's going sometimes, but it's still going. And the little light's on too. What do you want to talk about? Okay, I do want to share that mystery boxes are starting to get delivered. Happy Mail from Monday Lives are being delivered. So make sure when you get your mystery box, your $50 mystery box that you did a week or two ago, that you should take a picture and share with us what you got in them, because we all got different stuff in our mystery boxes. The second thing is, it's still going. Hang on. I think I can't see the light as well. Oh, it's done. It's done. The light's off. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, it looks like hang on. Here it goes. It smells divine. Look at that. Warm, hot chocolate. It's actually perfect temp, because hot chocolate to me sometimes, how pretty is this? This is the cutest. I wish I had foam ready to go too. Should I do that next? I don't know. Let's do some more. That was too fun. Okay, so this is the milk frother. If you can't tell, I'm obsessed with it. And yeah, let me know if you need one. So Cherie said she needed the link. I will totally stick this here, but I'll also send to you, Cherie. We have a fundraiser going on for hurricane relief, and it is double donations till October 31st. So that's the link I've been using for everything. But if you are part of a party, make sure to use that link. And if you don't know what your party's link is, let me know and I'll send it to you. Okay? All right, you guys. Remember, you can get products 3 different ways, right? You can order off my website, or I can send you a party link to help a host. I am missing the marshmallows. Harper, you're right. Okay, I'll have to find those. You can be a host of your own party. In October, there's some fun holiday sets that hosts are getting at half off. And then you could also get one of our kits. Tomorrow night, tomorrow the 15th, is our 44th anniversary. Doris Christopher, the founder of our company, is going to be doing a live Pampered Chef cooking thing. I'm going to put the link in our group here to share, because you want to register and watch, because 44 gifts are being given away. There are 44 giveaways. So you want to register ahead of time so you get an alert, but also so you can get your name in for one of the 44 gifts. Okay? All right, you guys. Have a great night. 44. What did I forget? You know how I start talking and then I forget what I said? Okay, we're in that moment right now. You guys have a great night. If you're curious about being a consultant, that's what I was going to say. 44 is our anniversary for this month. It's a celebration. And we are doing 44% off our kits. Or if you want to get the stoneware starter kit, it is only $44 to start your business. And I don't know about you, but I could totally use some extra money with the holidays and shopping and all the fun things coming up. This is the time to get started. So let me know. All right, toodaloo buckaroos. Bye.